Duodinus Season 20 Part 1 Breakdown and Ending Explained. You ever hear a song and feel like your whole spine just knows something's off? Like, why does the sound of music suddenly feel like the prelude to a serial killer's dinner party? Oh, right, because it literally is. Welcome to Wednesday Season 2, where music isn't just background noise, it's a weapon. It seduces, it distracts, and sometimes it warns us. Hey, it's Sophia. And if you thought the music in Wednesday was just quirky vibes and goth girl cello solos, buckle up. Because what I'm about to show you, it'll change how you hear everything in Season 2. My Favorite Things by the Lennon Sisters opens the entire season, with Wednesday tied up in a killer's basement, surrounded by dolls. Yeah. Sound of Music. More like Sound of Madness. And that's the point. You see, in Wednesday's world, music isn't about tone, it's about twisting tone. Cheerful songs become threats. Classical pieces become confessions. And pop hits, they're emotional traps. Let me ask you something. Why do you think Kiss Me plays right before a woman kisses her victim? It's not romantic. It's not sweet. It's camouflage. That song wasn't chosen to set a mood. It was picked to mislead you. This soundtrack isn't a playlist. It's a puzzle. And I've been obsessed with figuring it out. Quick story, I once dated a guy who made me a mixtape. Romantic, right? Until I realized every song was about being watched. Every breath you take, somebody's watching me. Even Creep, Red Flags in Stereo. Dumped him during track 8, and that's exactly what Wednesday's music does. It leaves red flags you're not supposed to notice. Unless you listen deeper. So let's start with episode 1, because honestly, the writers are basically screaming at us. On Mundo Raro, plays when Morticia first confronts Wednesday about her novel. Now hold up. This is a song about a rare, strange world where you hide your true feelings to protect someone you love. Sound familiar? That's not just thematic. That's biographical. That song is Morticia. And it makes you ask, what else is she hiding? Now, if you're loving this breakdown so far and you're the type who rewatches scenes to catch what everyone else missed, you need to subscribe to Breakdown Epic right now. No, seriously, pause. Click. Do it. We dive deeper than the Black Dahlia's diary around here. Alright, let's keep digging. It plays from another car passing the Addams family on the highway. And I need you to notice something. Wednesday looks at that car, just for a second. Like she knows something. That song, it's from the Barry Lippman Singers. Easy, listening royalty from the 70s. It's deliberately out of place. Like it doesn't belong in this universe. But the car it's coming from, that might not belong either. I'm telling you, someone is watching the Addams family, and they're using music to send a message. That song plays the moment Enid enters, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, that's cute, it fits her bubbly personality. No. That song is about secret attraction, confusion, hidden desire, and it starts playing when Enid's eyes land on Wednesday. Coincidence? I don't do coincidences. Not on this channel. Now let's talk Prokofiev, because when Wednesday plays The Dance of the Nights on her cello, that's not just her being dramatic. That piece is from Romeo and Juliet, the same ballad that ends in death. Miscommunication. Tragedy. She's not performing for the vibes, she's foreshadowing. Because while Wednesday is alone in that dark room, the show cuts to a montage. Pugsley, Morticia her stalker. And that's your first real clue. This season is a tragedy. And it's already begun. You just didn't hear it. It plays during the Founders Pyre event at Nevermore. But the lyrics. It's just a feeling I get sometimes. That's not goth angst. That's a warning. The entire song is about numbness, dissociation, avoiding the truth. Sound like anyone we know. Oh yeah, that would be Wednesday herself. But my favorite detail. The music cuts off just before the manuscript is discovered, as if it's saying, feelings are dangerous, truth is worse. Y'all, the sound design on this show is straight up manipulative, and I love it. But here's the secret. That song was written for the show by a group called Pitch Slaps. Think about that name for a second. It's a pun, yes, but it's also a hint, because what does Bianca do this season? She slaps Wednesday's assumptions about the school, the cult, and herself, right off the map. Principal Dort jumps on stage like it's his personal Grammy moment. Totally out of step with the rest of the vibe. But this isn't comic relief. That song is about desperation. Go look up the lyrics. It's not about dancing, it's about being trapped. Trying to change. Man, I ain't nothing but tired. Dort is trying to reinvent himself. He's hiding something. And I think the music just exposed it. Okay, deep breath. Let's roll into episode 2, where the stakes get higher and the songs get sneakier. But the thing is, that song is about obsession, losing control. And Wednesday, she's starting to lose her grip. This isn't just mischief anymore, it's escalation. You who know what love is. Mozart's aria is sung by a young boy pretending to be a woman, sinning about emotions he doesn't fully understand, and it's being played while two women with complicated secrets talk in code. Again, nope. When I tell you I screamed. That's a literal Day of Wrath song, Judgment. Punishment, and it plays while Wednesday hijacks a car and takes Enid's driving instructor on a joyride from hell. Why? Because that scene is a metaphor. Wednesday's rage is building. Her need for control is cracking. And this song, it's not background, it's a mirror. Oh, right, zombies, operatic bees, and a tango so intense it might have just revealed the Addams family's biggest secret yet. Let's talk episode 3. Now get this, Morticia and Gomez use this classic tango during a scene that's supposed to be about parenting stress. But no, they break into a passionate dance, practically setting fire to the floor. And you're probably thinking, what is going on? I'll tell you that tango. It's a coded fight. Watch their movements. There's resistance, power shifts, a push and pull. This isn't about parenting. It's about control. Who gets to shape Wednesday's destiny, her mother's legacy or her own madness? And the song, La Comparsita, literally translates to the little parade, a euphemism for funerals. Let that settle in for a second. Besides being an absolute banger, this song kicks off Pugsley's undead bromance with Slurp, his new zombie bestie. But why this song? Because it's not about zombies. It's about being numb, being manipulated, being dead inside while walking through life. And Pugsley, he's slowly becoming like the people around him, playing along to survive. Just like Wednesday. Just like Enid. Just like you in that 9-to-5 job you still haven't quit yet. The Ride of the Valkyries drops next, during the Cadets Viz Outcast Paintball War. And it's not just for the epic vibes. Let's remember, this is the same piece Wagner composed to signal doom. It's been used in war films, apocalypse stories, and psychological thrillers for decades. So why here? Because this scene isn't a harmless game. This is a preview of the real war that's coming to Nevermore. And who leads the charge? Wednesday. With Eugene's bees flying in like airborne nightmares, she orchestrates chaos like a general. It's not funny, it's terrifying. We're not watching her win, we're watching her become something else. And you felt it, right? That weird sense of dread under all the fun. Yeah, that's what the music was doing. A campfire duet between Morticia Addams and Miss Capri. And here's the thing, this song isn't a warning, it's a prophecy. Don't go around tonight, well, it's bound to take your life. Every lyric is a countdown, and the characters singing it, one's haunted by the past, the other, probably hiding a body. Call me paranoid, but when two of the most mysterious women in the show start singing about an unavoidable doom, I listen. Especially when Wednesday isn't at the fire. She's in the shadows, investigating. Alone. This show's obsession with separating her from sound. Cutting the music when she's on screen. Letting it roar when she's not. It's not subtle. It's a warning. The closer Wednesday gets to the truth, the quieter the world becomes. Soft, dreamy. Sung by Pedro Vargas, echoing through a shower scene featuring none other than Gomez Addams. Let's pause. Because I know what you're thinking. Is this really the time for a romantic bolero? But remember, this isn't for us, it's for Gomez. He's alone, vulnerable, singing like he's back in the old days, until Slurp walks in, interrupting the moment, the privacy, the illusion of peace. You ever notice how Wednesday's soundtrack always interrupts tenderness with horror? Because that's the point. No one gets peace in this world. And musically, the pattern is clear. When characters are honest, the music turns dark. When they lie, it turns bright. When someone's watching, you hear silence. It's like the show dares you to feel safe, just long enough to break your heart. Let me ask you something boldy. What if Wednesday isn't the hero? What if the music is trying to tell us that she's the storm? That's not a character arc. That's a crescendo. It's building to something, and I think it's Wednesday's fall. Not into death, into power, into becoming the very thing she's always fought against. Y'all, this soundtrack doesn't want us to sing along. It wants us to wake up, because someone's lying, and the music, it's screaming the truth in every note. So now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me, which song do you think is secretly Wednesday's theme? Do you think Enid's song choice hints at a romance, or a betrayal? Or maybe, just maybe, did you catch a song in the background that we missed? Go wild in the comments. I read every single one, even the unhinged ones, especially the unhinged ones. And hey, if you made it this far, you've got the ears of a raven and the heart of a violin. So do me one favor, share this video with a friend who thinks they know Wednesday. Let them argue, let them deny, and then watch their faces drop when the soundtrack turns on them too. And we're just starting to hear what it's really saying. Until next time, I've been Sophia. This is Breakdown Epic. And remember, the soundtrack never lies. Cue cello and cut to silence.